the field, because typically we'd be outside. Quick feet, quick feet, quick feet. All right, friends. Raise your hand if you're getting a little sick of working on your sight words with just a pen and a paper. A little boring, raise your hand. I'm bored making you do it. So today I decided we're going to practice our sight words in a little more of a fun way. So the first thing we always do before we start a lesson, friends, is we are going to go over our objectives. So our first one is, I can move my body in a bunch of different ways. Can we all say that? Move my body in a bunch of different ways. Show me how you can move your body. Just show me. Bunch of different ways you can move your body. Nice. Our second one, I can work with my teacher and classmates to follow directions. Beautiful. Last one, I can use a physical game to help me learn. Beautiful job, friends. Okay, the next thing I want to know is I want you to raise your hand if you've ever heard of the game freeze tag. I bet a bunch of you. Raise your hand if you've never heard of it. Okay, good. All right, today I brought some cards with me. And on my cards, I have one thing on one side and one thing on the other side. Two sides have words on it. The first side is going to be one of our sight words that we've been learning. Does this one look familiar? Nod your head. All right, on the other side, there's going to be a sentence. And I know sometimes some of the words are hard. So when I pass them out, you can let me know if you need to go over any words and what they mean. That's fine. So this one, on one side says every. I don't want to show you too long. And the other one says jump from right to left 10 times. Can you show me how you would do that? Nice job, friends. That's beautiful. So what I'm going to do is you need to keep this folded because the word, the sight word on the inside is a secret. You are the only one that's going to know that at first. Are you going to show anyone else your sight word? No. Okay, so I'm going to send them this way. Just grab one and pass the stack. And what you're going to do, friends, is we're going to play freeze tag. So I'm going to choose two friends. And don't worry, we're all going to have a chance to be the taggers because I know everyone loves to do that. But first, I want you to look at your card and tell me, are there any words? Raise your hand if you need to know what any of those words mean on your cards. Perfect. You all know what you're doing? Thumbs up if you know what both sides of your cards say. All right. Well, today, before we begin, I just want everyone to know what our boundaries are. Everyone say boundaries. All right. Everyone, have your eyes follow me. This is one boundary. So are we going to pass this blue line? No. And we're going to have this be one of our sides and this green circle be our other side. So are we going to cross this blue line? No. Okay, so and then you can go to the walls. That is fine. All right, so what I'm going to do is the first two hands I see are going to be my taggers. Raise your hand if you want to be the tagger. 1, 2, beautiful. All right, and my taggers are going to run around and tag you, obviously, from the game tag. And what happens if you get tagged? You freeze. So show me. Everyone run in place. You get tagged. Freeze. Okay, the only way you can get unfrozen is if another friend walks up to you and says the sight word that's on their card. So what word is on your card, Lindsay? Could. So Lindsay would say, what's your name? Megan. She would say, can you spell could for me? And Megan would try to spell the word could. If Megan spells it correctly, then Megan can go and she can run again and she's free. If Megan doesn't spell it correctly, that's okay, because we're still practicing them. So Lindsay's going to show her the word so she knows how to spell it. And then Megan and Lindsay have to do the exercise that's on the back of the card. So then what exercise would you do?
Jump forward and backward 10 times.
Jump forward and backward 10 times. So they would do that together. Thumbs up if you know what we're doing. Hands up if you have a question. All right, friends. When I say go, you're going to go. When I say freeze, what are you going to do? Everyone's going to freeze and wait for directions. All right. Who are our two taggers? Raise your hand. Point to your taggers. All right. Ready? Everyone spread out. I'll give you a chance to spread yourselves out. 2 claps if, oh, the blue lines. Good question. The blue lines, we're not crossing them. 2 claps if you're ready. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Friends, help your friends who are frozen so they can get back in the game. Freeze. All right, everyone meet me back in the circle. Okay, if I was actually teaching this, I would have people switch around and new people could be it, but for time's sake, we'll just do that. Okay, so then I would just ask, like, what are the different types of movements you had to do? Does anyone want to show me an example of a movement that you did? Yada, yada, yada. All right, good, Kendall.